everyone, see you again. And Chen, we are very pleased that we have invited guest today. And this is Tabesh. You from Italy, yes, and Anouk from Netherlands, right? And we heard about your fabulous story about the healing technique that you have, and I never heard before. And it's called Alchemy of Touch. So this is bring to our attention, and that's why we have this interview today. I'm so exciting. And everyone here, we are in Lila Beach, still in Got Phangan. All right, so maybe you just introduce yourself a little bit to the audience, where you're from and how long that you has been in Got Phangan.
So I have been on the path of healing and energy transformation since more than 25 years, and I lived in India before, and now I'm living in Thailand since 2015, coming to Thailand, and since the last 3 years I'm living full-time here basically. And in European season we're also going to Europe, because besides that we are giving bodywork sessions ourselves, right? We also teach together. We teach our trainings worldwide, so and our retreats. So, yeah, beautiful mix of all the goodness. Thank you.
And how about you, Tabesh?
I started this work in '89 in India.
1989.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I started to learn there. And there was a time when a Enlightened Master Osho invited many therapists from California and different parts of the Western country to make a modality called rebalancing at the time, where the therapy and the meditation comes together, where the medical and the meditation comes together. Normally we go towards the medical only when you see the physical body, and we forget the meditation. And when we do meditation, we forget the body. So then why we don't put these two together? And in this unity, a certain bliss body you start to experience again. So the trauma get released, the misunderstanding of life get washed out, and you start to feel integrated again. Yeah, and the moment you start to feel that integration, a certain presence, you are so full like a cloud that you want to share with other people for a better world, for a better relating, more intelligent, more full of the heart. Yeah. Actually, Alchemy of Touch, it did born 11 years ago.
Okay.
Actually 12 years ago, but the name came 2 years after.
I see.
So what means that I had so many studies, so many different experience, and giving private session, not with physical end, but also working with the traumas and all kind of experience, breath work and everything. It got many different modalities from experience with the people. And then at a certain moment they start to ask me, hey, what you're doing, can you teach us? So then I start to teach.
So you mean 11 years ago?
Go.
You have
in
this
India,
technique.
in Goa.
This means
yes.
like it's from you. Origin of this technique is from you 11 years ago.
Exactly.
And then you start teaching people who interested in this
Exactly.
healing technique. And how she came to.
So, yeah, where did I come in the picture, right?
Yeah.
So Tabesh and I met in 2010. This was also in India, in the north of India. And like I said before, I already had, at that time, a lot of experience. And actually one of the main things is I've worked in mental health care, and I studied many different things, from nutrition, from everything, the whole understanding of what happens in the physical body, what happens in the energy body, and also what happens in our emotional field, in our mental states, right? And I worked with the body as well. So then when we met in 2010, it was almost like we met on a personal level, but there was such a deep
connection.
Innate understanding, and the way we approach life and the way we approach our sharings and our work, that it was inevitable that we started to work and share together. And then due to the course of time, of course, like we're an organism, our bodies, our beings are an organism, so also that naturally started to form into what Alchemy of Touch is now. So Tabesh brought his experience and his start with whole Alchemy of Touch, and then I merged in with my angles and my experiences with energy and trauma release and all of that.
So I had experience with different type of healing, like sinking bowl, reading, chakra crystal, and even yoga, but those activity, those healing technique, some of them just improve inner balance, just like emotion, mentality, and some of those healing just improve only personality or your body, your muscle. But this is quite interesting for us that you improve both. Yeah, so can you give us some example that how you handle or how you conduct the class to your, how to say, your client? Yes, so I'm very curious of that.
So within Alchemy of Touch, why it's called Alchemy of Touch is because alchemy is like transforming basic matter, right, into gold. That's like the description. And then we use touch. Touch is such a healing, right? Touch is the first thing that gets, the sense for touch is the first thing that gets developed when we're in the womb of our mom. So it's a primary sense organ. So through a physical touch, we can transmit a lot. Okay, we can hover over the body, but we can also really go in deeper into the tissues. And what happens when life, trauma, tension, these things get accumulated, not only in our emotional field, but also get stuck in our body, in our physical body. Science is backing that up totally. So what we do with a physical touch, we go and we can feel in the physical form of the body, where is this stagnation, where is that tension accumulated? Then we go there with certain very skillful techniques. It's a combination of techniques and also a joint release where we really work with a fluid touch. It's like the signature method of Alchemy of Touch, where we work with a fluid movement, and what happens is
to activate the Kundalini energy.
Yeah, so we release the stagnant energy in the body, right? So the energy field can flow again in the physical body, but due to that we also release the emotional holding patterns of the mind. And ultimately that is what we're all looking for, right? To really transform the pain body into bliss body. So the unique thing with Alchemy of Touch obviously is that yes, we give private sessions. I give private sessions, Tabesh gives private sessions. But in this time where the world is in, right, in the turmoil where we're all living in, where there's a lot of tension accumulated, we're all in a massive traumatic experience basically, right? What our aim is to teach this to as many people as possible so we can benefit each other, so you can benefit the people that are around you with this skillful touch. That is really what we are doing already for 10 years together, and that became even a bigger revolution for us, a revolution of touch. Yes.
Thank you, Tabesh, and thank you, Anouk, for the answers. And truly, during these 2 days, I do learn a lot of the new information. It's truly, it's eye-opening information for me. And just one more question for today. Do you for this the therapy, the alchemy of the touch, for sure it sounds really amazing, and it's also for the new experience for me. So normally in general, I'm sure that some people, especially for the audience, they may like to know more about this, especially. So what can be beneficial for them, and which type of people should join this kind of the therapy? Especially join you. Okay.
Thank you, Sean. I think that this is a very important question, obviously, because ultimately we want to have that what we're sharing in our innate experience, right? So if you, for example, look at what we experience in life. We're all experiencing tension or trauma at one point in our life, or sometimes multiple times in our life, right? So let's say, right, I'll show you a case example. Someone encouraged a traumatic impact in their life due to an accident or to a physical attack, right? And that gets stuck into the emotional field, but also gets stuck in how our body vibrates, how our body resonates, how our body can breathe, how our body can be alive. So what we do then with a skillful and touch and many different techniques, we tune into that area. We know this area, just nobody needs to explain us anything. We just can feel into the body when there is touch, and this is also where we're educating people how they can tune into that, how they can feel that, and then go there with different techniques and really open up these channels, you know, where that let's say stagnation happened, and that stagnation we will open up. Then due to opening up that stagnation, suddenly, wow, I couldn't, like, my walking was always like I always had pain here and there, and now I can walk freely again, and also I feel more quiet, and I can walk in life with bigger expansion and openness. So our purpose in life also becomes much clearer because the energy got released in our body, basically.
Yeah, and Anouk, she said everything. When the students, they come to the Alchemy of Touch, they don't come for changing anything because they're perfect the way they are, but just transform themselves. And transformation is something that works in vertical, changing is in horizontal. So in the moment you start to transform yourself, you start to feel at ease. So then you perceive life at ease. There is not other person there, but it's one reflection of you there. And then love get experienced again.
Yes.
Because ultimately everybody is looking for love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I jump into that?
Sure.
Yeah. Because like this is also how Tapesh and I share in our trainings and our retreats,
Yes.
right? We just share really our heart.
Yes.
And this is exactly key. It's not only about, okay, you come to do a training or a retreat and you learn the skill and to give it to someone else. No, you are, like what Tapesh mentioned, you are transforming yourself. Something starts to open up because you start to touch in a different way. Others are touching you in a certain way. And due to that, a transformation happens and you feel the light. Your energy field opens up. So that is the transformation that really happens in those trainings. Yeah.
So for the last bit, the touch is not only physical,
Yes.
the touch comes through the eyes,
Yes.
the touch is by the words. We get touched by the sun, we get always touched from our action, from our behavior. So we are learning all this. We are learning to become a better human being.
Yes.
That's it.
To be of service
At the service, yeah.
to ourselves first, and then to those we meet in life.
Thank you.
And guys, if you are traveling and if you would like to meet them to experience with this special technique, Alchemy of Touch,
Yes.
so please feel free to reach them, and I'm sure that you will have great experience that where we
Start.
got.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, and enjoy your holidays, right, in Thailand.